Alright, hi everyone, I'm John McMichael. This is my self-evaluation project for Miss McGee in public speaking. Prior to coming to Full Sail, I did have experience in this. It was one of my majors in high school, so I had experience coming in here. I knew what it entailed, and I knew it was going to be a pretty breezy month for me. I'm already very comfortable with my communication skills and talking to people because I'm passionate about how I feel, so that's that. Um, I had performance experience on top of that as well, being a musician in a band for 4 years. So I was a guitarist in a band that gave me experience on stage in front of people as well. I'd say throughout the month I utilized ethos as much as possible because of my passion and emotions for my beliefs. And during all of my presentations, I'd say for most of them, I could have been better on my eye contact. Same with this as well. I could be better on my eye contact. Also, I could do better on my hand movements and gestures and the loudness of my voice because I don't talk loud enough, as some people would say. On top of that, I say a lot. But as far as movements, I move a lot with my hands. That's a good thing or a bad thing to some people. I'm very animated. As far as performing in the auditorium as opposed to the classroom went, I'd say it wasn't really a drastic change because of the microphone. Had I not had the microphone, I would have probably had to talk louder and it would have been a little bit more difficult for me. So, yeah, I preferred being in the classroom as opposed to the auditorium, though. With that came the group work, which I was not a huge fan of because when it comes to my grades and stuff like that and my work, I like doing it by myself and knowing what I'm getting out of it and what I'm not getting out of it. So that's just something that I had to do, and I did it, and I did my part and did what I could. Not really a nervous person during presentations. I mean, for the first 10 seconds, you are always nervous, but after that, I didn't find myself being worried or anything like that. During my presentations, I used a lot of visual elements because we over the slideshows we watched, but on top of that, I was an art major, so I know what's supposed to look good and stuff like that. And the pictures are always driven. You just got to know what you're talking about to talk about the pictures and not have as much text because nobody wants to read that. So that's something I took from the examples we were sharing in class. As far as the audience response, I'd say they responded as well as they did to everyone else. They got applause, a few questions, but nothing over the top. So I'd say I'm in the average of public speaking. Um, I put a lot of audio and video in my presentations to try to capture these students and the teacher as well. And that's up to them to decide if I captured them. I thought that most of them were paying attention, so I think I did a good job. Um, with my research time and how long I took presenting all these things, I think I did a fairly good job with my time limits, especially. Never went over and never went under. But research wise, yeah, they were all topics that I was concerned with, so I researched them and did what I could. Um, on my introductory speech and practicing as far as any other speeches went, I practiced one or two times. I won't lie, it wasn't any more than that. I just wanted to get down the time limit and see where I was at. My biggest challenge, delivery wise, I would say, is my eye contact and my the loudness of my voice. And my biggest about preparation wise is I'm not a big fan of references. I got to get better on referencing thing because I don't like doing it and I don't understand it. I have to, use an online source for it. Um, I found the most challenging speech to be it's probably going to be the pitch that I'm working on right now is the most challenging because I'm not fully understanding it. Every other one I had a passion for and something about it, so I could talk about it no problem, nonstop. Um, All the presentations this month were very good. It taught me that some kids are better at public speaking than I thought they were, and they're very outgoing. And it shows that the students around me and everyone else around us has good work as well as we do. So we got to critique that nicely and let them know when they do a good job on things. So I'm just letting everyone know that I was pleased. Um, like I said, my time strengths were great. As far as the class itself and my performance, I'd give myself a 3 because I have no problem talking to people. I do have a problem somewhat presenting PowerPoints to people, and that was my issue with the class is that it wasn't really a speech class in my opinion, but more of a PowerPoint presentation class, as pitching ideas and stuff like that. So I think publicly speaking, this was a good course, but overall, I think it should be called a presentation course. That concludes my podcast, and thank you for watching.